Holland. With me is not Al Holland, Bob Dernier. Al's not here yet, but why is Al such a good guy, do you think?
Well, I think you can just see it on his face. You know, he's just a good guy. He's probably our team leader when it comes to being nice and you know, being a gentleman, and on the field, off the field, you know, he's just kind of a nice guy. You can't sum it up any other way.
The thing is, right now, the Philadelphia sports writers are honoring Al because of his dealings with the press. How do you deal with the press so well and so affably?
How do I?
Yes. Thank you, Bob Dernier. I'm Gary Popovich, General Executive News, live at the Philadelphia Sports Writers Banquet. It's almost time for dinner, Bob. Live on the Action Cam. Thanks.
The USFL season is just around the corner. The Stars have begun camp in Delaware, Florida, and we'll have a look at their preparations for the '84 season tonight at 11. Now, the Stars open the regular season on February 26th in Memphis. A very hot young man in goal. He is playing very confident hockey, standing up to everything opposing teams throw at him. And after the victory over the Islanders, Frosty's teammates were saying a hot goalie really gives you a lift.
Well, I think that's my job, and it goes hand in hand. When we score a goal, it fires me up, so I think it works hand in hand together. And, you know, we made some really big defensive plays out there tonight, and I mean this afternoon, and it's just, I think it walks hand in hand together. You need good goaltending and also need the goal scoring.
Bob Froese, with the Sixers and the Flyers away all week, tennis takes over the spectrum. The big names start later this week. We'll have some highlights.
Sixers, but not on the court.
The Philadelphia Sports Writers Dinner over in Cherry Hill. Sixers Pro Team of the Year, Moses Pro Athlete of the Year. And Bobby Jones got the Courageous Athlete Award for battling epilepsy as well as NBA opponents. He talked to Gary Papa about his award and his epilepsy.
It's a great honor. I think it's a good education for people to know that you can be successful, you can succeed with epilepsy. But as far as the danger for me playing ball, there's not much, I don't think. The doctors say that the medication should prevent seizures, and so that I can continue to play the way that I have in the past.
Just a great human being, Bobby Jones. Among other honors tonight, the Amateur Athlete of the Year award goes to golfer Jay Siegel. Sixers have announced Leo Routen's out 4 to 6 weeks after the Super Bowl, and now it's time for USFL football. Let's check out the scene in DeLand, Florida today as the Stars camp is underway. The season opener coming up February 26th in Memphis. Now, Irv Eatman told our sports producer Jack Brayboy the guys have to forget about last year's success.
Last year really should be relegated to basically a memory, Jack. We got a lot of work to do. Everybody's going to be better this year, a lot better. The whole league's going to be a lot better. So, and people are going to be shooting for us because we were, record-wise, the best team in the league last year. So we're going to try to improve as much or more as anybody else, and hopefully we'll come out on top at the end of the year.
Okay, Irv, late word from the Phillies. They've signed a prospect, 18 years old, Roberto Clemente Jr.
No kidding.
Don't know how.
Then the city celebrates a championship, and with it comes the challenge to do it again. As Moses said, we'll repeat Pete and Pete. But that is...
I'll tell you, it will be cold and miserable tonight for the Sixers in New York, but the weather is much better these days for the Philadelphia Stars. They have escaped all this bad weather and opened up training camp down in sunny Florida. Last year, the Stars signed former Eagle John Bunning. Now they're close to signing Al Chesley, another former Eagle, linebacker, who was cut recently by the Chicago Bears. Sports producer Jack Brayboy in Florida talked with Al Chesley.
I really feel good about it. The guys are really good workers. Everybody's hard working from the head coach on down to the trainer, and I just want to be a part of the organization. I'm a rookie all over again with the new team, and not a whole new situation as far as defenses go. We play the same basic fronts, and I'm familiar with that, but with this organization, I like to think I'm a rookie again and start all over. But the experiences, feel good having that experience. They were a good football team already. I just like to give them a little more added dimension.
It would be nice to see Al Chesley wearing a Stars uniform, but the guy Stars coach Jim Mora really wants to see in Florida this week is Kenny Jackson. But so far, the standout wide receiver out of Penn State hasn't made up his mind about signing a contract. Action News has learned that Jackson has told the Stars he wants to play here. But first, he wants to finish college. So one option being discussed is letting Jackson graduate and then joining the Stars in the middle of the season. It really hasn't been done yet, but when you have a guy...
Staying healthy, I think after this, 2 more.
Yeah, USFL football season. And they're about to sign a former Eagle, linebacker Al Chesley. Remember, Ches was traded away to the Bears in Dick Vermeil's last season here. The trade came under a cloud. There was a lot alluded to, but nothing concrete. Well, now it becomes concrete. This contract with the Stars tells the story. Ches, who was a starter for the Eagles, had a drug problem. He went through a drug rehab program when he was cut by the Bears during last season. And this contract specifically states that if Chesley has another drug problem, he is off the team.
Rick Sealing giving the Sabres a 1-0 lead. Andrew Tuck will make it 2-0. But the story, the real story of the Buffalo Sabres has to be their goaltender. He is 18 years old, 27 saves last night. He is Tom Barrasso. And the Bruins lost. The Buffalo Sabres won. Goalie Tom Barrasso is one of the biggest reasons the Sabres are playing so well. He's only 18 years old, as I said, and now has an 18-5-2 record.
For the Stars, but the guys are hard at work right now in DeLand, Florida. There are a lot of bodies in training camp as the Stars want to upgrade in certain areas. We asked Kelvin Bryant, can this team be better than '83?
I still think we got the people on our team that can, win a lot of games this year. We're just going to have to take one game at a time. It's going to be harder the second time around, so, everybody going to be trying to beat us. So we're going to be playing hard all year.
SMU and Lower Merion High School is interested in joining those Stars. The fine young defensive back wants the Denver Gold to trade his rights to the Stars, but they say they don't want to make a deal unless they're certain they can sign Russell. If possible, though, they'd love to have a local attraction like the young man from Ardmore, PA. Finally, this...
out there again next year. That's the first time I heard Lyle Alzado not saying he's going to rip somebody's head off. Okay, the Stars went through their second day of camp in DeLand, Florida today, but the workouts are not their big concern these days. Signing some players is. They continue to negotiate with wide receiver Kenny Jackson's agent. That's the one player they would really love to have. And also the former Eagle linebacker Al Chesley is in camp. Okay.
Working out in the sun. They are after Penn State's Kenny Jackson. But there's a problem. It's not that Kenny is going to stay in school, as you've read. It's Kenny is trying to get his brother Roger, who also plays for the Stars, a guaranteed contract.
Wednesday and Friday. I want to play every day. Don't you want to work every day? If you got paid what I did, you would. So that's the end of that.